Hello, my name is Rosanamod, and welcome to the rosanamod podcast. Want to modify your life? That is corny, but I'm going to keep it in there. This variety show brainstorms solutions for everyday challenges, unlocks your secret potential, think outside the box with creative ideas that improve your business and your life. Get inspired with special guests, get motivated with how-to projects for the whole family, and learn that life is too short for anything less than being happy. Laugh with me or at me, it doesn't matter. Somebody's going to laugh. Welcome to the Rosanamod Variety Pod. This is your vessel and host, Rosanamod, aka Rosanamod. We are at episode 105. 105. I've missed a lot of days, as you guys know. I wanted to catch you up real quick. I already did this on Tuesday, but I wanted to reiterate, because you know I love to reiterate and repeat things, because that's what I do. Today, it is all about your artists, Amazon handmade, a little bit of that, but mostly how to display your art, better ways to display your artwork. As you know, I do have a shop at Amazon, which is Rosanamod Shop, and I have about 12 pairs of earrings on there that I made, and some jewelry that I handmade, modifications, and from scratch. But it wasn't enough. I had it on there for about a month. I didn't sell anything. Wasn't expecting to sell right away, but you have to keep things in there, and you have to be patient when you put things on display in any website. I looked just out of curiosity, found that there were people that sell sketches and inks. Now I have a ton of inks and drawings and paintings that I have made from years ago that I've kept, and a couple of new ones, but the older ones are just sitting literally in a closet in portfolios. Would I have to price them the same way I would price any other art piece with that formula that I told you guys about in episode 21? You know, if they're older, and I'm talking older, like over 10 years old, should they be priced more? Would they be considered kind of like quote unquote vintage? Or would it be the opposite? So I looked around, I saw the inks that most people were selling. I kind of averaged out prices, and I thought my work is nothing like their work, because I do surrealism and impressionism work, abstract, and that's how I like to draw. Some caricatures sometimes, sure, but I'm not really, or cartoons or whatever. But when I really get serious, I'm more into surrealism. And I thought, with just ink, black and white, or color, of course it would be more. I found a price that would make me comfortable in selling them as originals and not prints. Now, you can sell them as prints, but then you have to go through the trouble of getting them printed and selling the prints. I just don't have that kind of patience. I just figured it doesn't matter to me, because I work really fast when I am making artwork. It doesn't take me a long time to do it unless I'm painting. Now, when I'm painting, that takes me longer. I just figured, look, let me just get rid of these. I put them all out there for sale. Not most, but I put a few out there. If you're curious, just check out the shop. The link is below the show notes. And then I thought, it looks weird, just one picture to display. So I looked around and I found a place called Wallapp. Wallapp. What is it? Well, I'm going to read it off to you. For artists that want to sell artwork, it's a website feel more real with great previews. So they have different rooms, and it starts with like living room. Sometimes they just have a chair with a blank wall. Then they have like a desk with a couple of vases on there. Then they have like little studios. Let me see. I'm just looking through it right now. Little office space, a little chairs, like a conference room, and then a blank wall. So you would drag and drop your artwork, from your computer, the pictures of your artwork on there. Now, I tried to save it and it wouldn't save. So what I did was I took a screenshot. You don't have to click where it says, if you right click on the image, it says take screenshot. You can do that. It'll just be a download on your computer. Or you can just use the snippet tool, which I told you is on your computer already in Windows. It's snipping tool. It's a little red circle with a little blue pair of scissors in the center, and that's the same thing. So that's what I'm going to be doing. And the only thing is you can't change the size. So if I have like an 8x10 picture, it's going to look like a huge 30x30 in the back of a wall behind a sofa on one of these pictures in Wallapp. So I thought, I'm going to do it anyway because I think it just looks nicer and the visual appeal would look better. I don't have my stuff framed at all. My work comes unframed, but it comes with a board in the back. So I use that for mailing to protect it from bending. But you can also use that same board as the part of the frame and then just buy the frame in the glass if that's how you want to display it and put it on your wall. So that's what I'm doing right now. And that's the good tips that I have for you as far as your artwork is concerned. Now, if you have other artwork, I think pictures are very important. So you might want to consider, changing the pictures. Like if your stuff doesn't sell give it more than a month, because honestly, I think you have to be very patient when it comes to your artwork, especially if you have artwork that's like mine, which is creepy and freaky. It's very strange. A lot of people don't like that kind of art. Most people like abstracts. They just like specific colors that they need for their walls. They're not really looking for clowns holding lollipops like that I do. They don't look for that kind of stuff, most people, but I like to paint them and I like to draw them. So there's an audience out there for those art pieces. You have to be patient. Now, if you wanted to do different types of artwork and put them on different products like marketing, you can go to Zazzle.com. You can go to places like Spreadshirt, or what's the name of that other one, Cafe Press, and put your work on mugs or mouse pads. Then they have t-shirts even. Anything else, you can put them on hoodies or baby clothes or doggy clothes or things like that if that's what you want to do. It's kind of commercialization, yes, but do you want to do that? Yes, why not? You could do that, a couple of things, or you can just sell your originals, or you could just do prints. Now, I don't know anything about prints, so I haven't been doing that. I just know that you have to look for a nice print shop, and then they have to, you have to order, and then you have to sell it that way. I wanted to let you know where I get my boards for mailing and my things I use clear bags. Clearbags.com is a place where you can buy those boards in different sizes, pretty good prices, very good prices, in fact. They're used for protection when you mail your things out, and then the plastic bags, you put those inside the plastic, keeps them nice and clean, keeps everything fresh after you do your ink or your whatever it is, pastel maybe, or charcoal. You want to make sure that you seal it with a sealant so it doesn't get back on your hands and it lasts longer. And you want to keep them nice. So that's also a nice tip. If you need good paper to draw on, I like the Canson paper, Canson. That is a really good drawing paper. It's rough. It's a little thick. It's about 7 by 10 inches for the size is what I use. And you get it's 90 pounds weight. And you get 50 in a spiral notebook, so you could tear the pages out. I like it because it stays in the book. That's all I have for you today. This is Wednesday Works for Artists. Really, it's basically for you artists, guys. I have never put my artwork in a art festival. I've done art exhibits on the indoors, but I've never done outdoors, and I'm kind of tempted to do that for the summer. I'll let you know if I'm doing it, because I'm thinking, why not? I see a lot of people putting things out there for sale. Maybe if I could do that, it would be sort of like a trade show. At least market yourself that way. Get some business cards and hand those out. It's a way to get people interested. It's a way to get people to see you and your work together. Because sometimes when you look at an artwork piece, you don't see the artist. You kind of imagine what they could be like. It's not the same thing, right? There's no connection there. There's no human touch there. But then if you see them in person, you're more inclined to understand the work, or maybe even like the work more, right? And plus, if you like the artist, you're gonna maybe lean towards liking their work too. So that's a possible sale, and possible sales are better than no sales, correct? It's not working. So you got to sell yourself or pimp out your work like Huggy Bear, except you don't want to wear the heels and those, trashy hats with the big feathers, because that is just not pretty. It's a good day. It's a good day. So Wednesday Works. Tomorrow is Relationship Thursday. We'll talk about love, and who knows, maybe you should tune in. Maybe you want to tune in. Maybe you want to grab your partner and listen to this one, because you might be very surprised at what you hear. What do you think about that? You like that? Yeah? Okay, see, I didn't even charge you for that. I should have. All right, on that note, thank you very much for listening. As always, you guys are awesome and the best. If you are interested in supporting the show, please do. There are links below the show notes. Plenty of links for you to see. My shop, ways to contact me. Instagram has videos of Coco eating with her cone and how I devised a DIY out of a 2-liter Coke bottle. There are links on how to know if your dog has glaucoma. You can tell by the blinking. You can see videos of Coco blinking, and you can look at that. There are so many other things to see on Instagram. If you care to, please look me up at rosanamod there. And today, Coco is sleeping right now. So from Coco and I, talk to you soon. God bless you. And what do we say?